Hello and welcome to Getting ILL with Tara and Sara, an episode of NVDPL radio here at North Vancouver District Public Library's Story Lab. Our NVDPL libraries are located on the traditional territories of the Squamish, Tsleil-Waututh, and Musqueam First Nations, and we are grateful to be here and to be a small part of the tradition of telling stories and sharing knowledge on this unceded Coast Salish land. I'm Sara, an adult services librarian.
And I'm Tara. I work in collection services, and that includes ILL. Hey Sara, how are you now?
Good, and you?
Not so bad.
So, ILL, that's what we're here to talk about today.
Pitter patter, let's get at her.
Can do. Could you start out by telling us what ILL is?
ILL stands for InterLibrary Loan. If we don't have a book here at NVDPL, we can get it for you from another BC library.
Can a patron ask for anything they want, or are there restrictions?
The book that they request has to be published more than a year ago. Only print books are available. We don't do ebooks, CDs, DVDs, or magazines, and you can only do 10 holds at a time.
Speaking of restrictions, since the pandemic, it seems that the colleges and universities in BC are not currently participating in ILL. Do you know why that is and when that will change?
So most academic library staff have been working from home because 99% of their interlibrary loans are articles for students. So things have been opening up recently though, which is so great. And SFU and UBC are back, which makes me very happy.
Oh, that's so good to hear. I actually didn't know that, so thank you for letting me know and for letting everyone else know too. I assume as we keep going, more universities and colleges will open up.
Oh, for sure. And there is a lot that are opening up now, but SFU and UBC are definitely the ones that I get the most books from, and so I'm so pleased that they're open again.
That's awesome. Are there any other reasons a library would deny a request to send over material?
So if it's in use, so somebody else has it right now, if it's a rare book or a reference book, or sometimes because they're in poor condition and they won't send them.
Okay. And one common question I often get when I'm on the information desk helping someone with an interlibrary loan is they want to know, how long will it take for my book to arrive? What is the usual range of how long it takes?
So I usually say 2 to 4 weeks, but faster if it's available at a lower mainland public library. They can take longer though, because if they're in use, I might have to re-request the item.
Okay, that makes sense. And is there a way patrons can check on the progress of their request?
So on the Loom website, there's a link for tracking. It's a little icon number in the top right-hand corner, and you need your last name, first name, the last 4 digits of your phone number, and then if that fails, you can always contact us.
That's good, and thank you for bringing up Illume. That's ILLUME. It's the website that is used for interlibrary loans in BC.
Exactly.
And we'll talk more about that later. Another question I have for you is, does the ILL service cost our library any money?
So it costs postage, but Canada Post gives libraries discounted rates across Canada, and we are a part of Interlink, which is a co-op federation. So we use their truck to deliver our books across the Lower Mainland and vice versa.
How long has BC had this interlibrary loan service?
So I believe that it started in the 70s, but our current Interlink started in 1994.
How long have you been doing ILL with our library? And would you say you're licensed to IL?
Of course I am. And also, I've been doing interlibrary loans since 2014, but I have been doing interlibrary loans in my career for about 20 years.
Oh wow, I don't think I knew that you were doing that so long. I'd like to see that license though sometime. And have you ever used interlibrary loan? And if so, would you mind saying what for?
So I've used it so many times. I would say that I mostly get biographies, usually about musicians, and gluten-free recipe books.
Yeah, I mean, I've used it a few times to find books that my sci-fi fantasy book club is reading, but that we don't have at our library. And I've also used it to get nonfiction books as research for some writing projects. Back before the pandemic, I was able to get my hands on a couple of books from academic libraries about the beer industry in the Middle Ages.
Wow.
I was working on a writing project for that. And I was just wondering, when you order interlibrary loans for other patrons, are you ever surprised about some of the topics people are interested in?
I think I just learned that people are interested in everything. So I would say that the most popular topics are art, genealogy, celebrities, especially when someone passes away, all of a sudden 1 million requests, self-help books, true crime, so much manga, like 1 million manga, and witchcraft.
What? That's amazing. So clearly you are an interlibrary loan expert. And I was thinking we could play a little game. I have a challenge for you. Are you willing to give it a go?
Yes.
Okay, you're going to do great. The way this is going to work is I'm going to say a title, and you are going to guess if this is a real, actual title that can be borrowed through interlibrary loan here in BC, or did I make up the title?
Oh man. Okay.
Okay, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, the first title is A Cultural History of Teapots.
Oh, I would say it's real.
I made that one up.
No!
Maybe that book just needs to be written. Maybe you will be the person who has to do it. Okay, well the second one is interesting given the facts you just gave us about common topics. So we'll have to see if you think this is real or not. The Witch's Guide to Cooking with Children.
Oh my gosh. I would say no, but then it's probably real.
It is real. It's a kid's book, and it is available at least 10 public libraries.
That is the best title ever.
Don't worry, it's not a self-help book. Okay, here's the next title. The Sex Life of the Amoeba.
Oh, I would say true.
It is true, and weirdly, it is a fiction book. And if you're interested in it, you can only get it from VPL.
Okay, that's good. Interlibrary loan it.
That's right. And the next title is The Hippies of Salt Spring Island.
Oh, I hope it's real.
It's not real. I made it up. But I was shocked when I looked on Illum to see that didn't exist.
Oh,
so
yeah,
I
because
think
you think so.
you would think so. So I think it's another one just crying out to be written.
Yes.
Okay, here's the last one. Interlibrary Loan Sharks.
Oh, I think it's false.
It's real.
No.
The full title's actually Interlibrary Loan Sharks and CD-ROMs, as in, it's written out CD like SEEDY, and then ROMs, but if you say it fast, it's CD-ROMs, and it's library cartoons from the 80s and 90s.
Oh my gosh, I have to get that for myself, I think.
Well, it is available at Grand Forks and District Public and Thompson Rivers.
Okay, so 2 copies.
Since you're an expert, you're going to be able to get any of those titles that are real. And thanks for playing, Tara. Do you think you would want any of those titles besides Interlibrary Loan Sharks? Maybe Witch's Guide to Cooking with Children.
Oh, for sure. That's my first one.
That makes sense
I'll
to
get
me.
that.
Perfect. Well, if any of you out there listening belong to the North Vancouver District Public Library and you're looking for an item that we don't have, you can contact a staff member at any of our information desks, or you could send us an email at info@nvdpl.ca, or the ILL specific email is bnvd.ill@nvdpl.ca. If you want to use the Illum website Tara and I were talking about, you can find that link under the Read, Listen, and Watch heading on our website at nvdpl.ca. And just one little tip about filling out that form for your ILL requests, there is a field where you have to say which branch you want to pick it up. It defaults to Lynn Valley, so if you want it to pick it up at Capilano Branch or Parkgate, make sure you indicate that you would like your ILL book to be delivered to that branch. So just want to end up by saying thank you, Tara, for spending this time talking to us about interlibrary loans, and thank you for all the work you do to help people get the books they want.
Thanks for having me, Sarah.
And
thanks
for listening.